Okay, this is going to be a quick video because it's late and I'm tired, so we're going to do a poly bag thing which I picked up because it was reduced to clear at the supermarket. So it was not on the planned list of videos, but I actually got one of these before, but I never actually had the chance to do it because somebody else did it for me. So this will be exciting. It's a pug, and it looks like they're actually weeing on the fire hydrant, which is a pretty bold move on behalf of Lego there. So we don't get to keep the packaging very well. I know that some people just buy these little bag things and keep them and never open them, but which is kind of fair, I guess, but that's not really what I want to do. So is that everything? I think that's everything. I feel like I'm going to throw it away, so I don't. I want to make sure I have everything ready. So this is a folded piece of paper. It's not a little booklet, but it's got quite a few instructions on it. To be a bit honest, there's more than I was expecting, and I'm not even entirely sure where you start. I think, all right, you start here. Yeah. Well, that seems the way it should be. All right, I'm just gonna bulldoze everything over here. Ooh, all right. So back to real Lego tonight. So we will have to do a craft video, so maybe we'll finish off that owl. But I might have a little non-Lego surprise at the very end of this video, which kind of goes with this because, no, I didn't buy it from the same shop, that's just silly. No, I bought two things tonight. One of them was like very, very cheap. 27 cents. This was not 27 cents, but the other thing was 27 cents. So I just had to buy one, or two, or three. But we'll get to that in a minute. So that's just it. I've done this. There's some interesting technique bits going on here. It's always good when you mix and match. I wonder when that, like, I guess it wasn't a common thing when I was younger. So maybe there's a point when they decided to be a bit more mixing and matching of Lego and of Technic and system stuff. Because it's quite common, isn't it? Quite common indeed. So we've done this, we've done that. That was super fast. Wait, I don't understand. Oh wait. We haven't done this one. We missed out a few things already. So this one actually had this and oh, what have I done? All right, that. There we go. And then this one. Okay. Really? Wow. They're doing it again. So I guess it's for playability or extensibility, but it's only got one stud on it, and yet they want you to put that on the top. Why not use a two-stud one? Strange. So let's put the next bit on then. Are there going to be any other little surprises such as that? I think this is going to be super fast. Like, I feel like this is going... Already we are at step 8, and I haven't even really started to get going. Like, look at this. Even like, are they drooling on the ground? Is that drool? Of course it's drool. Dogs always drool. I'm not a big dog fan, I'm going to say. So if you're a dog fan, that's all cool, because dogs are cool. I'm not going to say they're not cool. I just not a fan of having them around me too much. Like, sometimes. What was I going to say? Sometimes. Just thinking about something completely different then, so I've lost my track of thought. I have sort of looked after a dog for a short period of time, and that was very stressful and so on. But probably as stressful as a rabbit. All right. So we've done this, done that. I've done this, done this. So this is kind of interesting here. Because aren't these bits going to move around? I guess they have to. Oh, they're for the legs. Oh, I see what's going to happen. Because it looks like the same kind of thing as the front, but the front one's not flexible, but the back ones are, and that's quite a nice little style. I've been looking forward to doing this one, and was a bit disappointed that I didn't actually originally get to do it, because it does seem like it has some interesting construction bits. But anyway, back to things. I'm a cats person, so I have to say. So it would have been nice. I don't think, have I ever built a Lego cat? No, maybe I should take like some note of how this is constructed and try and adapt it for building a cat. Because I would like to try and build some constructions of my own design at some point. But I don't know if that will make for a very good video. I think it will only make for, well, I spent, a video where I sit there and I say, well, I spent 5 hours making this thing, and this is what I have made, and here is, which I guess is what all other videos on YouTube are when they're talking about their creations. Like, I think that, what's his, JK Brickworks, he doesn't sit there and show you everything. He just says at the end, oh, I built this thing and it's cool. Have a look at this. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. It's exactly what you've been expecting from me this whole time. So, which is not what's going to happen with me, of course. It's going to be, I made a mess. It looks really bad. It looks real bad. We're gonna need some help. Things have gone really wrong. Please stop looking. Right, and there we go. So they have no head, as you may have noticed. So they're not getting a head in the world. I use that joke far too much, but it originally comes, every time someone says a head, I was like, you have to get a head. I think I do, but the point is that I used to play Monkey Island, the original Monkey Island, and there's a joke in that where you have to get these headhunters a pamphlet about how to get ahead in navigating. And they like that because, yeah, it's a strange joke, which is probably not the most appropriate joke to make anymore, which is fair enough, but it was funny at the time, and I always think of making that joke when someone says something about heads. And it's not actually very funny, because I don't think I've ever heard anybody laugh when I've tried to make that joke. So I should just quit while I'm ahead. Right. No one's going to laugh at that, of course, because no one's watching this channel. But there you go. I feel like I was actually thinking that someone's going to actually watch this channel at some point in the future, and they're going to say, why did you comment on this? Or they're going to see that there's no views, and they'll say, why are you talking like there are views? Well, it just makes it easier. If there were people watching, I don't think I'd talk like this. So that's the thing. And that was an awkward silence. All right, well, it's quite mesmerizing. Like you get lost in the moment, especially with these little small pieces. I don't know. It makes it feel, yeah. It's just like you go into a trance, like little tiny pieces, and they fit together, and it's all good. And this is what the head looks like, right? Oh wait, it looks like it's the bottom of the head. So there we go. That's actually quite a nice feeling when you look at something and you're suddenly like, oh, I realize what this is. Wait a second. I feel like I should be collecting these exact pieces here, because you have the ones that we've been talking about all the time about them being recessed and not recessed, where they've got this thing on one side and something on the back. But then you've got this one here with 2 studs on the outside, and I'm pretty sure there's a 3 stud one, and there's probably a 4 stud one. So I feel like I should be collecting those up at some point, just to have that would just be quite interesting actually, to get all the side stud pieces together and see what they all look like. And probably if I was organizing my Lego, which is highly unlikely, but maybe one day will happen, that's one way that would be a good way of organizing things. Side stud pieces can go on one little box. If you only have a limited number of boxes, what's the best way of organizing the pieces? Do you do it by size? Do you do it by color? Do you do it by purpose? But I definitely feel like the side stud pieces should be in a little container of their own. So that's my thought for the day. How much time have we spent? 10 minutes? Seriously? Well, no, that's not too bad, because we are very, very close to being finished. In fact, I think the dog is almost done. The pug, if you will. Well, that is its not very usual name. This is normal name. Alright, there we go. Look at that. Don't they look cute? Leg, stay on. Bad leg. Alright, there we go. Okay, they're going to have their little leg backwards like this. because they are going for. If I was a pug, that's how I would go to the toilet. I'd have my head tilted to the side, saying, "What am I doing? What's all this?" It feels very relieving, but I don't understand what's happening. So we'll leave them for a second, and then we'll go back to these pieces, and we'll make this. And this I don't think will take very long. Oh, this is a nice little. Oh, I like that. Look at that. That's actually the bottom. Oh, that's cute. That's not the right piece. So we'll get those there and get that one. Oh, look at that. Oh, if I hadn't been paying attention, I could have put these. These are different pieces. So this one's got the holes in it. Oh, I like this one too. This is a strangely satisfying piece to hold, the one with the holes in it. I don't know if I'm the only person who feels that way, but it just feels nice to have something with holes, that sort of hole in it, that's actually rounded. It's just like, oh, and they fit nicely. Look at that. That's satisfying. So it's worth it just for that fire hydrant moment. I guess that's what the pugs feel like when they go for do their business upon the fire hydrant. Of course, I don't live in a country where we have fire hydrants like this. And when I went to a country, that is America, where they do have fire hydrants, I was deeply fascinated by the whole thing and how ridiculous they are, because you could just run into them. Because if I went for a run, I'm sure people in America run into fire hydrants all the time. So in New Zealand, the fire things are like in little holes in the ground and they're covered up. Right. So there we go, which I think is the way, certainly I think it's the way it is in Australia and probably in many other countries, because why would you have them in big clunky metal things that you can run into? So that was it. And we've got all these pieces here, which is the expected number of spares, and they look pretty good. So there's 7, I think there, 7. So that's the pug, and they are literally going, this is a set all about peeing on a fire hydrant. So I have to give full credit to Lego for designing this set. It certainly shows that they're in touch with the modern kids these days, the post-millennials of our times. So there we go. And anyway, we're going to finish it with. So I also went and got one of these things. So it's a Play Studio brand. So this makes me definitely think that this is not really a single brand, but it's just what the warehouse sells, random bits and pieces that they buy from other people and then resell on. And so, because I think it even says the word warehouse somewhere on here. So it's got here, imported by the Warehouse Limited. And this has nothing to do with Lego. This is a Christmas squishy. So I don't know. Oh, here it is. We'll have to. Oh, I just knocked the lights out. There we go. Not that it makes much difference, and I should change the light bulbs because a better color setting. Because when I look at these things, it looks very orangey. Like the reds are a little bit, and it's my fault for not adjusting anything or doing any post-processing. So you can't really blame anyone but me. So what did I get? Well, I should have felt the bag. I know what it is now. It's not the easiest thing to feel, though I do know I bought a couple of these and I'm pretty sure I got the Christmas tree. But I'm pretty sure this one is going to be, which is probably the best one to get. It's a snowman, Frosty the Snowman, more than likely, and all that snowman from that the Snowman, whatever that cartoon is called, from the 80s, where they fly around and it's all hand drawn and very elaborate, and they even made a computer game out of it. So that's a piece of interesting history. But look at that. Okay, put him down. I've never had a squishy thing before, and okay, that's actually quite funny. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and I'm going to give this away to a kid this Monday, I guarantee that. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and bye.